From a Christian perspective, we could all do a better job offering forgiveness. Instead, we seem to be offended. Instead, my friend Susan Nussbaum at the Pool of East Bank Club this week said that from her Jewish perspective, she believes the same thing. We could all do a better job forgiving each other. No one has a monopoly on forgiveness or the lack thereof. I trace it kind of to the pandemic. We haven't really recovered from learning how to treat each other in a very dehumanizing way. The world we live in now could have been avoided with years and years of psychological counseling. The world rewards our beliefs by success, and then we call that values. We're disenfranchised by our failure. It's the thin place where faith seems to live. Faith is apparently not for the sophisticated or the erudite. It's for everybody else. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Coffee Hour, we talk about everything and nothing. Recently, we talked about checking your credit card statements, being Jewish in New York, John Galliano, the Reformation, and Broadway music. The readings at Washington National Cathedral were from Kings. I'd rather be sold into slavery than be thrown into the pit. And from Romans, we can't be justified by what we don't know. The gospel reading was from Matthew. Nobody wants to be around the people think they can walk on water. The sermon at Washington National Cathedral was by Melissa Hollerith. Melissa preached about surviving a hurricane with her husband, Randy. Melissa said that as the storm danger grew, her husband, Randy, sat calmly by as they waited for evacuation orders, while she became like a crazed animal, trying to save all their belongings, family photographs, important papers, even artwork on the walls. Later, she was embarrassed by it all. She was reaching out in fear. She forgot who she was, a person of faith, a child of God, and the beloved. In the moment, she cared more about all the family stuff than anything else. I tuned into National Cathedral late this Sunday, and I thought Melissa Hollerith was Brene Brown. Preachy white women all look alike to me. Luckily, we don't always know who we're talking to or who we're watching, but God does. We can replace all the pictures on the wall and all the stuff and decide to live without them instead and focus on what matters most. God will never lose us or let us go because we are his beloved. Sermon at St. James was by Lisa Hackney James. Lisa preached about even in our moments of greatest success, we have our doubts and fears. Why? Why is that? Where does that come from? And how can we rise above our natural inclination to see the worst possible outcomes? My fashion stylist friend, Marcy Carmack, wrote an article recently about the slobification of America. People dressing really badly. People set out with low expectations. We dress the part, and then we get even less than that in return, individually and collectively as a society. Lisa said, but not at St. James. St. James is out over the water now. Lisa said, we're on a leap of faith all the time at St. James, keeping the lights on, installing a new organ, and open to where God is calling us next. Sometimes we need to leave some things behind and let some things go in the process. Sometimes that's harder to do than walking on the water. Christ is showing us how to do this. It's not the easiest thing. It's not even all that miraculous. Seeing one another, hearing one another, and loving one another. In the fall, Lisa said it'll be all hands on deck at the beginning of the program year. But first, she's going on vacation. That's the easiest thing not to do because she seldom does it. We can all do that ourselves. Take time to rest and refresh. That's what Christ did in his fully human life. He walked on water and then he retreated to the hills. All we have to do is follow. I attended an ethics and business seminar years ago. A clinical psychologist and minister, Joyce Shin. These psychologists shared real life case studies of CEOs who went off the rails. All the cases included misconduct, including embezzlement, and an affair with the secretary. Actually, every case study shared included an affair with the secretary. Wherever there is a power imbalance, there is almost always abuse. It's the rare person who can rise above the where we are when no one is looking reality and do the right thing instead. We all think we're into diversity, equity, and inclusion, but we're not. We all think we're pretty liberal minded, but we're not. In fact, we're all repeating the same patterns of misbehavior over and over again and calling them values. We need to change some things and leave some things behind as we move ahead, leaving things behind, editing the company we keep, and moving on. That sounds like a bad scene, but that's what Christ is always calling us to do. God left his son behind, and Christ left himself behind to rise again within us. That's the greatest opportunity we have in this lifetime. We can succeed in this life and in the life to come. We're already doing it because we're not alone. We're already walking on the water, even if we don't know it. If you would like to join us at coffee hour, I will include my email in the description of this video. Be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.